I assume you have watched the previous episodes about dynamic data in Builderius. Those tutorials were showcasing using both standard WordPress data on the page, like title and content, as well as basic and complex ACF meta fields, including relationship and repeater field types. Now I'm pleased to announce the most advanced dynamic data query tool. I'm going to display regular posts related to this cake post by category in a new div. Now check this button in the footer called dynamic data. Think of this tool as an ultimate manager for creating custom dynamic tags. I'm creating a new data variable. The query mechanism is powered by GraphQL. It might sound a bit scary, but in reality it's quite simple. Plus, the code editor has an autocomplete functionality. I have no data here yet. So first thing, I have to get the ID of the current post. One of the methods available is PHP function output. And I'm using getTheID function here. Now click on Get Data to control how it works. I have my ID now. Second, I need an array of categories connected to this post. I'm using PHP function output method once again, but for the different PHP function. Using this tool also feels like writing PHP code, but without actually writing the PHP code. The parameter arguments, this is an array of arguments for the function. I need this id variable here, and I can reference it. It must be a string, always use double quotes and curly braces like for local variables. So this way I can reference to previously declared variable. Now I have even more data that I need. So I'm adding a new argument, fields. I need only IDs. This id and these cuts are aliases. This is the way to use the same method twice as I did for PHP function output, and yet assign it to different variables. Post query method is much more complex one. Its arguments are the same as for WP query PHP class. You're probably familiar with its syntax. I choose post type post for regular posts and category in, and here I have to put the reference to this cuts variable. Get the data, control. Everything seems to be correct. Now I'm using aliases to shorten the properties inside the result in JSON. In dynamic data context menu, I have a new dynamic tag. This tag is for my related posts. After adding this dynamic tag, I'm creating a template for the collection as I usually do. Here I'm displaying title in the link, and giving some styles to display it nicely. A bit of gap. I have my links, but there is no URL, so I have to update the data in the text. So go back to the dynamic data tool, adjust the query, and get the new data. Now the new dynamic data is propagated, so I can use URL of the post in links.